the sky, soft as whispers passing by. Cobblestones were washed in gold, carrying stories never told. An old cafe unlocked its door like it had 1,000 times before. The smell of coffee filled the breeze, mixed with songs from maple trees. You arrived without a sound, yet every color gathered round. The world became a quieter place the moment I saw your face. Let's not hurry past today, some miracles arrive this way. One slow smile, one deep breath, one small moment we'll never forget. We are the light we left behind, tiny stars for hearts to find. When the night forgets our names, love still burns in little flames. If tomorrow changes the view, every road still leads to you. We are the light we left behind. Accordion softly sighed as evening settled with the tide. Paintings dried along the square, turning silence into prayer. The saxophone began to glow, playing truths we'd always known. Every note became a flame, quietly calling out your name. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, just your heartbeat in my hand. Still somehow the whole world knew every dream began with you. Close your eyes, hear the rain. Every goodbye returns again, not as sorrow, not as fear, but as music waiting here. We are the light we left behind, tiny stars for hearts to find. When the night forgets our names, love still burns in little flames. If tomorrow changes the view, every road still leads to you. We are the light we left behind. Maybe someday we'll be great, watching children run and play. We'll remember this old tune, coffee cups and afternoons. The city changes, people grow, rivers find where they should flow. Still one melody will survive, keeping every dream alive. Disappear, we'll become the sky they hear, because love will always shine in the light we left behind. The last train hums, the cafés close, the moon still paints the old rooftops. A saxophone breathes one final line, and somewhere a new story begins. 23 with borrowed dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. A tiny room, a secondhand guitar. Still believing we'll go far. Morning trains and coffee stains. Laughing through the pouring rain. Every paycheck disappears. Still we're richer than our fears. You wore sneakers faded blue, like the endless summer nude. No diamonds hanging from your hands, just little hopes and bigger plans. Maybe we don't need a perfect life. Maybe all we need is one more night, where every dream still feels alive, and every heart can still survive. We're still young, still learning how to fly, painting sunsets across the Paris sky. If tomorrow changes everything, we'll still dance like it's the first spring. No, we don't need a million stars. You're already my favorite part. Old headphones and city lights, talking through the longest nights, making playlists just for two. Every chorus sounding new. The saxophone outside the bar played a melody from afar. Every note became a spark, lighting up the boulevard. We don't own a fancy car, only wishes in a mason jar. Still somehow the world feels right when your laughter fills the night. Hold this second, hold it tight. Every goodbye can always wait. Tonight belongs to you and me, just the way love should be. We're still young, still learning how to fly, painting sunsets across the Paris sky. If tomorrow changes everything, we'll still dance like it's the first spring. No, we don't need a million stars. You're already my favorite part. Someday we'll read these memories like letters blowing through the trees. We'll smile and say we made it through, not because life stayed the same, but because we never stopped choosing each other. We're still young, even when we're old, keeping stories more precious than gold. Every sunrise, every mile still begins with your smile. If tomorrow calls us home, we'll never walk alone, because love was always hard, and you'll forever be my favorite part. The city sleeps, the records spin, another chapter will begin. One last saxophone, one last smile, forever starts with a little while. fading light, like diamonds drifting through the night. A little cafe on the corner played an old piano, slightly frayed. The scent of coffee filled the air, and suddenly you were there. No grand entrance, no surprise, just kindness living in your eyes. The world slowed down without a sound the moment you were standing around. If the clocks forget to move, let's stay inside this quiet groove, where every heartbeat keeps the time and every silence starts to rhyme. Until Paris falls asleep, stay here where the lights still dream. Hold my hand, we'll lose the hours, counting stars instead of towers. If tomorrow steals the night, we'll remember every light, every kiss, every street, until Paris falls asleep. Bookstores beneath the rain, calling every forgotten name. Pages smelled like autumn skies, filled with hopes that never died. The saxophone across the square wrapped its melody through the air. Every note became a flame, softly whispering your name. Streetlights painted ember gold, turning young hearts brave and bold. Nothing felt too far away when love was only one cafe away. Maybe heaven looks like this, coffee cups and one slow kiss. Maybe forever starts tonight under lanterns burning bright. Until Paris falls asleep, stay here where the lights still dream. Hold my hand, we'll lose the hours, counting stars instead of towers. If tomorrow steals the night, we'll remember every light, every kiss, every street, until Paris falls asleep. We'll leave footprints in the rain, even when they're washed away, because memories aren't made of stone, they're made of hearts that find a home. If the seasons rearrange, if tomorrow feels strange, this melody will always lead back to everything we need. Every promise we will keep, every sunrise, every rain, every joy, every pain. When the morning finds the sky, we'll still hear this lullaby. Somewhere in the city's beat, our two hearts will always meet, until Paris falls asleep. The moon leans low above the Seine, a final train hums through the rain. The cafe lights fade one by one, but our song has just begun. Some nights are gone before they start, but this one lives forever in our hearts. Sunday walk with quiet light, golden rooftops clear and bright. The baker smiled the church bells rang. Morning found the songs we sang. Old blue shutters open wide. Flowers leaned from every side. Coffee warmed the morning air. Hope was blooming everywhere. You arrived without a sound, turning ordinary into profound. Every glance became a page written in a softer age. Maybe life is not the race. Maybe love is found in grace. Tiny moments, simple days become forever in quiet ways. You're the color of Sunday, soft as morning after rain. Every smile takes the gray and turns it into light again. Stay a little longer, let the hours gently fall. If forever has a doorway, I believe we found it all. The record player softly turned, playing songs the city learned. Every saxophone would sigh, like birds floating through the sky. Children laughed beside the square. Artists painted hope in air. Books were waiting on the shelf, teaching us to know ourselves. Nothing rushed the afternoon. Time was humming its own tune. Every shadow, every ray made us wish the world could stay. Hold the silence, hold the breeze. Hear the whispers through the trees. Every heartbeat knows somehow forever only starts right now. You're the color of Sunday, soft as morning after rain. Every smile takes the gray and turns it into light again. Stay a little longer, let the hours gently fall. If forever has a doorway, I believe we found it all. Years will carry different names, different cities, different trains. Still the music will remain, like sunshine after rain. Every season, every mile keeps a little of your smile. And wherever life may run, you'll still be my Sunday sun. You're the color of Sunday, every dawn and every day. When the sky begins to fade, love still finds another way. Every story, every dream flows forever like a stream. If tomorrow changes all, I'll still hear your gentle call. You're the color of Sunday. The cafés close, the daylight sleeps, the river keeps its promises. One last melody, one last embrace, and Sunday never really ends. City dressed in shades of blue, every street was leading you. Golden windows softly shine like little stars we left behind. The river carried whispered dreams, silver dancing through the streams. Old Old cafes refused to sleep, guarding promises we'd keep. Your smile arrived before the dawn, like spring returning after snow. Every heartbeat found a place inside your calm and gentle grace. Leave the clocks, forget the time, some forever, life's tonight. Every heartbeat knows the way, love is found in little days. Let's go slow, slow dancing with the moon, holding on like summer afternoons. Every light along the sand washes away our yesterday. If tomorrow never comes too soon, stay with me, slow dancing with the moon. Old vinyl spinning quietly, singing little memories. Every crackle told a tale, like a letter through the mail. The saxophone began to glow, playing songs the night would know. Warm and tender, soft and free, like the tide upon the sea. People laughed beneath cafe lights, turning darkness into white. Every stranger passed us by, yet the world became so small tonight. Close your eyes, hear the breeze, every hope moves with the trees. No regrets, no disguise, just the moon inside your eyes. Let's go slow, slow dancing with the moon, holding on like summer afternoons. Every light along the sand washes away our yesterday. If tomorrow never comes too soon, stay with me, slow dancing with the moon. Years will gather like old songs, still our hearts will sing along. If the streets forget our names, love will never lose its flame. Every goodbye leaves a tune echoing beneath the moon. Let's go slow, slow dancing with the moon. Every heartbeat finds its tune. When the stars begin to fade, we'll remember the light we made. Every promise, every bloom lives forever, slow dancing with the moon. The cafes close, the river sighs. One last saxophone fills the sky. The moon still shines, and somewhere our song keeps dancing. Keeps dancing. There's a little cafe where the skyline bends, where strangers become accidental friends. The coffee cools, the vinyl spins, and another story quietly begins. You wore a sweater the color of dusk, carrying dreams instead of luck. Your eyes reflected city lights like satellites in velvet nights. Outside, the boulevard kept moving on. Inside, the silence wrote a song. The world was loud beyond the door, but we didn't need much more. Let's disappear without a trace, leave our shadows in this place. Maybe forever isn't far, maybe it's hidden in who we are. Meet me at the Saturn Café, where broken hearts still learn to stay, where every window catches starlight and lonely souls become alright. We'll write tomorrow on paper cups, collecting sunsets, saving us. If the morning calls my name, I'll still return to you again. The saxophone began to breathe, like autumn dancing through the trees. Its melody climbed into the sky, teaching silent dreams to fly. The bartender hummed an old refrain, while people watched the evening rain. No one hurried, no one ran, time forgot its own two hands. A girl was sketching constellations across forgotten train stations. A boy was reading faded poems, trying to find where hope belongs. Every city needs one light, every dreamer needs one night, where all the noise begins to fade and courage quietly gets made. Meet me at the Saturn Café, where broken hearts still learn to stay, where every window catches starlight and lonely souls become alright. We'll write tomorrow on paper cups, collecting sunsets, saving us. If the morning calls my name, I'll still return to you again. Maybe we're not late at all, maybe we're flowers waiting for fall. Maybe every winding street brings two strangers back to me. Not because the stars decide, but because we never hide. Our little hopes, our little scars become galaxies instead of stars. Lose its place, because somewhere past the blue, the Saturn Café is waiting for you. The lights grow dim, the chairs are still. One last record on the windowsill. The moon looks in, the city sighs, and somewhere a saxophone keeps the